Okay, welcome back. In our last episode I showed you how to check the sliding splines on the slider of the prop shaft, so we know that this prop shaft is serviceable and ready for repair. If you look at the other end of the prop shaft, you'll also see some splines. However, the yoke is fixed to this point. Firstly, I'm going to say we're going to use a G-cramp, one that I've bought in a stores for about £6. This is instead of using a vise or using a workshop press, so this tool can be used anywhere. I'd hazard a guess that you could actually change a UJ on your vehicle with this. You'll also need to fit two sockets and your UJ in between that, so we're looking at something with a decent throat size, like this. The caps on the universal joint are held in by circlips, and first thing I would recommend is to give it a good old squirt with some penetrating oil or lubrication, whatever you have in your toolbox that works for you. WD-40 is alright, and so is 3-in-1, so that's in the toolbox. Anyway, to start with, circlip pliers, and find a set that will actually fit in the slots snugly, not too small, not too large. Okay, what you'll usually find is these clips will not come out. They're a pain in the backside. Alright, so the technique with this, to get these out, is to use something like a chisel with a hammer. Yeah, I've got a hammer there, it's slightly too big for the job, and push the clip round so it'll actually move round. Once you know that it's moving, it's broken its rust seals in the paint and it's easier to remove. Okay, so I've got my circlip pliers back in there, and then it should come out. It is a struggle, I must admit, these are a struggle to come out, but they will come out. I'll have another go at this, and then what you'll see is it will come out now. Alright, you've got 4 of these to remove before you go any further. Right, so that's out. If you have a grease nipple fitted, then make sure you remove that, otherwise you'll find that when you get so far it will stop the cap from coming out. Anyway, you need a socket that's larger than one of the cap sizes, so you can push one of the caps through it, like so. And we're using a G-cramp and a socket on the other side to push through. Alright, so generally the technique is to push the cap out from one side, and you'll see the cap in my right hand, that one there. That's out. Now, it will not come out unless you're lucky or you have a wide angle prop. The other cap will not come out. What you have to do is push it through the other way, like so. Alright, so I'm using the G-cramp again, and this should be quite easy. A trick with these G-cramps, and this you must remember, that if the thread starts to bend like so, what you really need to do is use an extra socket, and this will shorten the thread length and give you more push without it bending. This is only a cheap Chinese G-cramp, but it works okay. Bit of lubrication always helps, like so, and then just push it through. You can see how much shorter the thread is on the G-cramp now that I'm using 2 sockets. Okay, well this one's quite easy and it will go without bending the thread. So I'm pushing this out. Once it's out, it should come out like this, and already half the job is done of removing the UJ. Same technique again, using a couple of sockets and pushing. What you'll find first of all is it might be a little bit stiff at first, and once it's cracked it will then go, and you can push one cap off one side, and then on the other side you turn it over and push it the other way. That will liberate your caps. There's the first one gone, and then wind this through, push the other cap out, and it's quite easy, it doesn't take very long. There's the second cap gone, and the UJ is out.